Yeah, we're here tonight. This is Rosina's Italian Kitchen YouTube channel, but I'm not Rosina. This is Salvatore. I'm guest chefing tonight, and we're gonna do some rockfish. I'm from Alaska. I'm here visiting California. We have a lot of quality fish in Alaska. Also along the west coast here in California, you'll find rockfish, halibut, cod. This rockfish is really nice, always fresh. Never frozen, never farmed, wild Alaskan caught whitefish. Rockfish is really easy to cook. It's very forgiving. I'm gonna make a little caper tomato sauce with lemon and wine. You'll see as we go along here. And I've already seasoned the fish, patted it dry, and then rubbed a little olive oil into it and season it with, I like, it's all personal preference, lemon pepper, some paprika, dill weed, and some fresh black pepper, and work that into the fish, and I let it sit for a little bit. I might even, because I feel like it, put a little lemon, maybe let that sit in here a little bit if you like the lemon flavor. Just let that sit and soak in while I'm doing the sauce. This doesn't take long. I start with olive oil, and you can saute onions, garlic, shallots. A lot of people like shallots. My family here in California, they're not big garlic fans, so I'm just doing a little yellow onion. Yellow onions are really nice and provides a lot extra flavor. We're going to saute those for a few minutes. Start with olive oil, and then I like to use butter with fish. Not too much. I think olive oil is a little healthier. And I'm not big on salt. A lot of people are, but the capers really provide a lot of salty brine, so I really don't find it necessary personally, but again, that's all personal preference. So I'm going to cook these onions down to translucent, and I'm using a cast iron skillet, so it's going to take a little longer to heat up, but that provides a nice, even cooking temperature, holds the heat real well. We're cooking with electric stove today, which I'm not as familiar with. It's a little slow to come on to heat. And now I have the tomatoes in. I'm going to turn it up a little bit now. And this will take a little while to get going. I'm going to add, I don't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and add the capers now, just to taste. I like a lot. They're briny little things. I think they add a nice little punch. People sometimes with this dish will add some Kalamata olives, make it a little bit more Mediterranean. I'm not going to do that. There's two kinds of people in the world, some that like olives and their salty brininess, and those that don't. But we're just going to keep it kind of neutral, a little neutral. We're going to serve this tonight with some sauteed green beans and mushrooms, one of my favorite, with a little bit of red pepper because I like the color, fresh oregano. I always like to top stuff off with parsley, maybe some crushed red pepper flakes if you like a little kick. So I'm gonna let this cook for a while. I'm gonna add the lemon juice, let it all kind of blend and work together while we reduce some of the liquids, and then I'm gonna add some wine here. Whatever you have is fine. I happen to have a Pinot Grigio. Chardonnays, Sauvignon Blancs, things are a little drier, people tend to use, but I just think you use what you have and kind of go with it. So we're just gonna let this cook down, and then we'll come back on in a few minutes. Okay, so we're back on. The sauce now has reduced pretty nicely. The tomato and capers and onions. I did put in some Italian parsley, butter, olive oil, and you can adjust again, like got a little bit dry, I'm add a little more wine. Italian parsley, if you use parsley, always Italian parsley, unless you're cooking like Middle Eastern dishes perhaps, or tabbouleh or something like that. But otherwise, Italian parsley really has a better flavor. Now I'm going to lay these nicely spiced fillets in. I'm going to put them, set them in the pan. Hopefully they're going to fit just fine. Sometimes I find the thicker pieces towards the center, although cast iron heats pretty evenly, so I think it's going to be okay. And I'm going to try to get this to fit my pan really well. Hope that works. you know, the fish will reduce in size a bit as it cooks, but there we go, it's not too bad. And heat's on like medium high. It's kind of poaching now. I didn't sear it or saute it first. Sometimes you do that to seal in the flavors. Didn't really have a desire to do that today, but you can. Again, you can cook it. Oftentimes it takes more oil or some kind of grease or fat, butter, which I don't like to use so much. So I find poaching to be a little healthier and get away from that fried fish or that fried flavor, which I don't really care for. And I'm gonna spoon a little bit of the sauce as we go over the fish and let that kind of cook on top a little bit. Maybe 5 minutes each side. I don't know. I always kind of keep an eye on it, look at it, sometimes cut into it. And also, you want white fish, just to become, just when it becomes from opaque to translucent. As soon as it turns, boom, you're done. Now in the cast iron pan, it's going to cook a little longer, so I have to grab it a little bit earlier. So a little bit on the opaque side. I'm sorry, on the translucent side before it goes opaque. So now we have a nice looking dish here, and we're just going to let that cook down. I'll flip it and then top that with some fresh parsley. And I think tonight we'll put that over some fresh bed of wilted spinach. All right, so a few minutes and we'll take a look. Okay, so the rockfish has been cooking about 5 minutes on each side, kind of poaching in this nice tomato, lemon, wine, caper sauce. And the cast iron is going to hold the heat, so I'm going to go ahead and shut it off now. It's not quite cooked yet. And then I think it looks nice. I think food should always be presented in a manner that's attractive. You know, it's all about the aesthetic. When you have nice food, it should look nice. I'm gonna put on this little bed of wilted spinach, just real simple wilted spinach. I didn't need to do anything to it because the sauce from the fish will flavor it, and it's just for kind of looks. And now we're gonna dish up a few of these little fillets here. I'm gonna lay that on really nicely on top of the spinach, and then we're gonna spoon some of the sauce over the top. Oh. I like to serve it on white plates because you get the full effect of the color against the, and it's okay to spill it over. You know, just go ahead and let that run out into the nice white plate. It looks pretty. And then always top with a little bit of parsley for looks, but also parsley is so nice. Let that run over too on the white plate and just makes things look nice. And here's fresh Pacific rockfish over a bed of wilted spinach with a caper, lemon, tomato, wine sauce. So we'll see how it is. Thanks for watching.